Hey everyone, it's Deborah and it's Wednesday, another Christmas project. So let me show you what we're going to make today. This is definitely someone else's idea. I found it on the Paper Pixie on YouTube. She does it a little different than me. I didn't want to put the band around it and the ribbon that she uses in her video, and I will share that video with you. But this holds those little hand sanitizers from Bath & Body Works, which they do have some of the Christmas ones on clearance right now in their annual sale. So this might be the time to stock up on them. But I made 3 of them so far, and we're going to make one on camera today, and we're going to use our scoreboard, or envelope scoreboard, okay? Envelope maker, or whatever you want to call it. So I have this one, Winter Candy Apple. I have this paper ready to go. The paper measures 4.5 inches square, so you can make a lot of them out of this. You could use solid paper too, and you know, maybe use your 8.5 by 11 and knock some out with that. But anyway, this measures 4.5 square. Okay, go ahead, and we're going to start with the envelope punch board. I'm going to go ahead and let you screenshot this, but you can also go to her video, okay? Let you screenshot it real quick. This part right here, number 3 on down. Okay. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to line it up at 1.5 inches. Right here, there's the 1.5 inches, but the paper all the way up to the back, 1.5 inches. We're going to punch and we're going to score, okay? We're going to slide it on down to 2 3/4, which is right here. There's 2, here's 3/4. We're going to go ahead and punch and score, okay? Then we're going to turn it, and now we're only going to line it up with that first line. We don't have to measure over here anymore. We just line it up with the first score line, punch and score, and then go to that second score line. It's kind of hard to see, guys. So sometimes you just have to fill it and go by that. And then you punch and score, and then turn it, and you're going to go to that first score line right there. Let me make sure I've got it lined up. Punch and score, and then you go to your second score line, which is right here, and you see what I'm lining it up with this, okay? Punch and score. Now this last one, we're going to turn it and go to that first score line. We're going to punch only, and then we're going to go to the second score line, and we're going to punch and score. Make sure you're lined up, punch, and whoop. Wow, what is going on? Okay, I kind of messed that up. All right, that's okay. We don't need that part. You're going to find out in a minute. All right, so I can see it better on this other side, so I'm going to work from that side for you. Okay, we're going to do some things to this. Let's go ahead and let me put my stripping up. So this first tab right here, we need to cut that off. Don't cut the bottom. See, this is the one that you did not do the second score. So you're going to cut this off. That was the last thing you did. You're going to cut that off as straight as possible. You may want to use your trimmer. And then this is going to be the top of the box. You'll see right here. So that's going to be the top of the box, if that makes sense to you. Okay. And this is the bottom of your box. You're going to cut up just to that tab and then cut in at an angle. Okay. Pull that off. And cut up on this tab and cut in at an angle on that part. Okay. All right. Easy peasy. Okay. All right, so now we're going to burnish everything. I don't know what I did there. I kind of messed that up. So we're going to burnish everything. We're going to fold it and burnish it. Fold it, burnish, fold it, burnish, fold it. You're just folding them on those score lines that you made, and fold it and burnish, okay? And then this flap, fold it, and I burnished it with my fingers right there, and the same with these, okay? I'm just going to burnish it with my fingers on that because it's smaller. All right, she says to Paper Pixie, and I can't remember her name, but she says to square it up by folding this flap over, so your left flap over, and then folding this over. So we're going to add glue right here. And then we're going to add glue right here. Okay, and fold over. And just rub it. Oop. Kind of. I get a little glue oozing out, so I go ahead and take care of that. So there you go. That's what that front part looks like underneath there, underneath the sticker. Okay, that looks really, really good. Okay, but you want to cover that part. So anyway, these two flaps, we're going to go ahead and fold them in. This is your bottom. And we're going to add glue right here and right here. And then we're going to add glue to this flap right here, that first triangle area right there. And then you're going to squeeze this, whoops, squeeze that box, just open just a little bit, and then put them all in together at the same time, and they should glue down at the same time all together. And you can stick your finger in there and just, you know, burnish those glue edges together. And then you can go ahead and put your little thing in there, your hand sanitizer in there. You know what I'm talking about. And that's going to hold it together until you figure out how you're going to decorate. Something that I bought last year were all these little handmade gift tags. These were from the Dollar General, and this would be a cute thing to, you know, peel off this and put it on there. Would be super cute. Some of them will fit, not all of them. And, you know, just an idea. Or you can take your stickers from your paper collections, which I have a bunch right here. And you just find one that matches up with it that will work. Okay, and let me see. I don't like those too much. Or that one. You put Noel on there, that would work. Or you can put this one on there. This one would work. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to do, that's not going to show up as well. So I'm going to do Noel. You can add ribbon, you can add another piece of paper on the front of this to decorate it even more. I wanted to keep them kind of simple, but you could definitely, you know, decorate them how you see fit. And you'll see in her video, she actually adds another piece of cardstock that wraps like a belly band all the way around it. I'm like, I'm gonna mess that up, so I didn't do that. But anyway, there you are. You can take little bags, and I don't have any small bags to put these in. I don't think I do. Let me see real quick. That one's gonna be too big. This one might work. Let me see. I think a cello bag would be better. This one's too big, but I mean, you can definitely put them in a cello bag that fits. I just don't have any that fit. So just think about, you know, a cello bag that you can actually put a, you know, tie a ribbon around it and it poofs up here instead of the sealable ones like I have. Okay, but anyway, that's the project for today. If you have any questions, please let me know. And it's the Paper Pixie. This is totally her project, and I will put the link in the description box about her website and the original video. Okay, I just redid it because I wanted to show you how easy these are, and you just, you know, package these up and make them cute. If you had the right little cello bag, maybe the pretzel bags would work. I'm not sure if they would be big enough because it's a little bit thicker, and I just don't have any on hand. All right, guys, tell me what you think and what you would do with them. All right, bye.